Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 80 of my Fallout playthrough. I'm NegPrimer.
Wow, this place is a shithole. And here I thought it couldn't get any worse than the combat zone.
Aw, I like this place, actually. Um, we are going to do something a little bit special since it is the final episode of the year. The final episode of Fallout, at least. We are going to go ahead and go talk to Dr. Amari, which I believe is actually kind of part of the main storyline. So we'll move forward in the story here.
Ever been killed to be killed? Some fine looking.
But we'll actually make some progress. It's actually might have been even up to a month, or even over a month from the time that I posted this that I've made any storyline progress.
Mr. Valentine, I thought
And before we do that, before we move too far forward here,
you had forgotten about the lonely.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
okay. We'll follow Nick Valentine. We haven't had him available as a companion for this whole time either.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait, I know you. You're on the railroad. What's this all about?
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse. You don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who could make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this.
Oh, excuse me.
So do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? The neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you
Hello,
to keep
Kate.
talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
So we're turning him into
Flashes.
Kellogg.
Static. I
Oh,
can't make
Jesus.
sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption, and we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Any idea of what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
Okay,
All
sure.
right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Well, alright. Let's go ahead and get in one of these. Interface with a robot. Okay, hi. Hi, Kate. We have to go back, Kate.
It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Okay.
There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
What is?
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to.
New California Republic.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie.
So he's from the West Coast.
Hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
Mom's a little crazy, Kellogg.
I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
Okay, so we're walking along neurons. Alright. Sarah.
It's gonna be fine.
Oh, he had a baby.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you gotta give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary
Well, you're
safe.
pointing it at the baby right now.
Promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Mr. Kellogg, you are a terrible
I'll
parent.
connect you to the next intact memory.
You were pointing the gun at your own baby.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
It's just gonna repeat.
But we don't know anybody here.
So they moved somewhere out of the New California Republic once he got married and had a kid.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you?
Is this gonna be the Institute?
Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Why is my vision getting all fuzzy?
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me. Oh, we'll pay you.
And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job is done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it. So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Oh, that's weird.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So that's his memory of being hired to kill somebody after his wife and kid died.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Wait. So I got that by clicking on... Shoot.
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another.
Damn it. Okay, so I should have been clicking on them the whole time. Shit. So I'm gonna go all the way to the front. So we can do these in order. But he has a little internal monologue over each one. They're talking about the baby, and then this will be the first one, right?
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
So you ran away while your mom was still alive.
I'll give it a chance. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. Father got steady work with a good outfit.
So yeah, he had a wife and kid that he lost.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
There's no way to access memory here? I guess not. Okay. Did that, then he started taking on his jobs. We already did the access memory there. I didn't see what happened that made him start shooting these things.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Why didn't they fire on him?
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Okay. Are they supposed, like, are they programmed to protect other synths, or what?
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
Yep.
Suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find him.
So before we
How's
get
now
into
the
that...
Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Down the hall near the end.
This is the one.
Looks like everybody woke up in all these as well. Backup subject. Let's call me backup subject.
I got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
I don't really seem all that distraught about it.
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Yep,
Is
see?
that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
His whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied
He has
up.
white hair just like me, though.
It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot of interesting shots I can use.
X688, ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
What the sh... What the shit?
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
What the shit? I was about to make that joke. I didn't think it was actually gonna happen. I'm like, they're just standing there like they're gonna Star Trek out of that shit. And then, boof.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before.
Made me kind of gassy.
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't know what to look for. As I said before, this is uncharted territory, but your neural and physiological readings have returned to normal. From a medical standpoint, you're fine. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation and the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck.
Or both.
Be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Hey look, you got some Rad-X right there. Well, let's go talk to... Let's go talk to Valentine here.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
What did you say?
What? What are you talking about?
You feeling all right, Nick?
Yeah.
That wasn't a joke. I thought that was gonna be a joke.
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there.
Well...
Nick.
Time to hit the road?
Damn it, okay.
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
So I'm gonna send...
Watch yourself out there.
Don't worry, Kate, I will.
Oh, they're actually like interacting with one another.
You see a lot of folks at their worst in my line of work.
Hey,
Not let it
got a
get
sec?
to you, so-
Ready to head back out?
I like her.
Ready.
Good. Then let's get moving.
Heading out with Kate, huh? Hope you know what you're getting into.
Hey, Valentine. I think you've got something on your face. Oh, it's skin. Yeah, you might want to get that looked at.
Oh, why can't I send him to Sanctuary Hills? Ah, fine, go to Castle. Alright then, I guess we're gonna call it there for this episode. That was a strange one. But I figure that's a good way to end off the year on this. So I don't know. If you tune back in tomorrow, we'll have another new episode. So thanks everybody for watching, and have a happy new year.